just keep thinking, what are the ways I can add value to all of you, and it literally, all the love that you guys give me in the comments literally is the main motivating factor for me to come back, with some topic that could add value to you. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey. It's exactly been a month since I started on Creator, and I have got some amazing people, I must say, like Amit and Kajal. You guys have got in touch with me, even, like we've been in touch, we have discussed so cool things. There's so many people I've got in touch with through this platform, and I'm eternally grateful for all of you. Thank you so much. So Amit says you provide value in every minute of stream. Thank you so much, Amit. I mean, these words literally make me feel wonderful. Thank you, and these are highly encouraging. Vishishta says you deserve it. Thank you so much, Vishishta. Special, special, special love to you for always being there on my streams. Thank you. It means a lot. It means the world to me, guys. Once again, eternally grateful and thankful. Thank you so much. Cool. So today we are going to do ENS domains. So this is one topic that I think, even if I was speaking about some other topic, I must have at some point of time answered this question: what is a ETH domain? So if you would go on Twitter, you would find tons of people having .eth in front of their names. In fact, if you even go to my Twitter, you will find my Twitter name as yashikakhate.eth. Because so I'll tell you my story personally. So when I got into Web3 in 2020, and I got into the NAS Academy Fellowship with Metaverse, where I was working with people, where I was working with Metacoven and Tubadur from the Metaverse. So that's when we were doing a lot of content creation. We were paid actually in crypto to do content creation, and I give that particular point in my life has been the turnstone table where it led me to become so much interested in crypto. So what happened then, one final day I woke up and I saw that I would go on Twitter and I would see a lot of people just adding .eth in front of their name. And there's a term called maxis. And what does maxi mean? So if someone calls themselves a Bitcoin maxi, it means that they are people who can do anything for Bitcoin. I mean, those are the people who love Bitcoin so much that every argument of theirs is going to be like, every other crypto will fail, only Bitcoin will survive, because uh, that's how much they love Bitcoin. For them, everything is just Bitcoin and everything else is just waste. So those are people are called Bitcoin maxis. So I thought probably this is a new way of Ether maxis to show off that probably they are very much interested in Ether, and Ether is the best and there's nothing comparative like that. But then slowly I realized, no, .eth having in front of their name is not a way of showing how much they love this technology. Definitely that has become one of the ways to show their love towards crypto, especially towards Ether. But it is basically a technology, a service, which gives you an identity on Web3, on the blockchain, to be specifically saying. What's the point of owning ETH domain? That's what we're going to discuss today, Kiran. So I'm taking you through the journey, through the story. So what happened? So around 2017 is when .eth domains came up, and the Ethereum name service, which is called ENS. What is it? Ethereum name service was the name of this concept, and what that means is whatever sandboxed address you have, those sandbox address, instead of typing 0x blah 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 blah, whatever is your Ethereum public address, instead of doing that, I can have a readable, human readable name. So what was the main purpose of bringing up this ENS domains was that instead, say for example, Amit has one class which is called he has a bank account in, for example, SBI or HDFC, say for example, okay. And now I say Amit that, okay Amit, I'm going to transfer you about 10,000 rupees. I need your bank account address here, so make sure you send me a bank account address. So he sends me bank account address, he sends me the IFSC code, and then he would send me the other details, like where the branch is from and stuff like that and all that. Now what happens, instead of sending HDFC, so he sent me the IFSC, which is HDFC 000 and 515 something, for example. In fact, say let's assume it was in Bank of Baroda, okay. So in Bank of Baroda, what they do is BARB, and they have a 0, and then they'll have the code of whichever area that bank is from. So there's sometimes, I'll give you this live example. In 2018 around, when my company used to do payouts to people, we had about, say, 6 lakh customer base in India. And that time we used to give weekly payouts. In that weekly payouts, we always insisted our customers to put up their bank account numbers with IFSC codes, so that we make sure that we reach to their correct addresses and to their correct bank accounts. Now at that time, people who had Bank of Baroda addresses, so it would be like, BARB, and then there'll be zero, and then there'll be something else. Because we were doing transactions of thousands of people together, we wouldn't do it manually, right? So we had Excel sheets which we would upload to the bank site, and it would do the payments on its own. In that, what used to happen, every time there used to be a problem where people would assume that BARB zero, instead of zero, they would put O. So there was always a confusion if this particular thing is a O or it's a zero. And because of that, it used to take so much of time. And it also, had potential of so many errors. Sometimes possibly I put that out and I think that the payment has gone, but the payment does not go because there is this thing happening. So now what all this does is this creates confusion. Same way, if I was to talk about my own Ethereum address, so it will be 0x and there'll be multiple numbers. So it's called 42 digits hexadecimal numbers, which will have numbers, which will have alphabets and stuff like that. If I was to tell you to, input that letter, input my address manually, for example, if Paul told me that, Yashika, this is my Ethereum address, send me 0.5 ether here. Now, if I was to manually copy his address, or probably in the process of copying the address and pasting in the bar, if I do some mistake, there is a problem, and the crypto would go from my wallet, but it would never reach his wallet because there was a mistake in typing, because and humans are prone to error, so anything can happen. So basically we realized that this is a machine readable format, of course, because the wallets understand which where they want to go, but this is not human readable form. So what they did in 2017, they came up with the Ethereum name service, where they told that in ENS there is an option where you can make the human readable, you can give a sandbox sort of a name to these particular addresses, and that makes it human readable. And the work of this ENS, what is the work of this domain that's going to be? So for example, if I'm typing yashikakhate.eth in a wallet where I have to send ether, in the receiver's address, if you just type yashikakhate.eth, there is chance. So you understood what that particular address is. There's going to be no scope of mistake, and the wallet itself will understand the public address that this address is related to, and it comes in the form of an NFT. So basically, if I am registering yashikakhate.eth on as an ENS domain, what I get, that ETH address sandboxes my Ethereum public wallet. Apart from that, there are tons of other coins also that I can input the address into. Say for example, if I have a Bitcoin wallet address, I have a Polygon address, Solana address, BNB, Smart Chain, so many of the options, Dogecoin. Those addresses also, if I put in there and I just tell you guys that, hey guys, if you want to send me Bitcoin, or you want to send me Ether, or you want to send me Dogecoin, or you want to send me Matic, all you have to do is you have to go on your website, on your wallet, wherever you're sending the money from, and go there and type yashikakhate.eth. It would work in all the perfect ways. So basically, the fact that this yashikakhate.eth comes to me as an NFT, which can be viewable on OpenSea. I'll show you my own OpenSea and tell you how the Ethereum name service NFT looks like. And then definitely it comes for a time span, okay? For how many years I have registered it, it will be in my wallet for that particular years. And what this ENS domain will do is that it is going to convert for the website, or for the wallet, it is going to convert this human readable form into machine readable form. And that's what this will do. And this is because this is decentralized, it is making sure that this transaction is going on millions of computers that are the Ethereum nodes that are going to record this transaction. Plus, this is going to go in a way that, this address is going to be there on the blockchain forever, for at least, say for example, I brought my domain for 5 years. So for the next 5 years, this validity exists with me. Now earlier, this model recently got changed into a rent-based model where every year you have to come and get it renewed. But before that, earlier they had a model where they did not have to renew every year, but what they could do in fact was bid on auction. Say for example, if I wanted Flipkart.eth, okay, I know Flipkart is a big company, and probably right now Flipkart is not even looking at Web3, so it is not concerned about having a Web3 wallet address. So what if at that time I was able to auction Flipkart.eth for, say, about, even if I was about to take it for 5 ether or 1 ether, and I would get that name for how many ever years I wanted, and then later if Flipkart wanted to buy that from me, it could take that ENS domain from me, and I could basically charge whatever value I wanted to. But if you think that can happen even now, it is actually not possible, because there are certain names that ENS has reserved, because they know that these are big company names, and probably people will just try to hoard it so that they can later sell it for a good amount. So a lot of these sort of domains are not available for the public to actually bid. So initially they used to be auction based, and where they decided, in auction, what used to happen, there was a problem that, for how long will you let that name with that person. So for example, if I bid the highest auction and I got that particular name, and if that name stays with me forever, probably even if a big company wanted to use that name, I wouldn't want to give. It would be a conflict sort of a game, and that's why they came to a rent free sort of a model where every year people have to come and get their thing renewed. Now why this was, so there was this discussion in the entire ENS team that why not we have this ENS domain system for free. Why not everyone who's interested to have a ENS domain can own it for free? Now they said, say for example, if this was possible, for example, if we could take it all this for free, what would happen? Say for example, Kiran, Paul, Amit, everybody, we thought, okay, ENS domains are available for free, so there's nothing that literally we are paying, so let's get how many ever names possible. And if there were people like that who thought that, let's get all the names possible, if somebody was that free, they would literally, end up buying all the names possible on the NFT domains, and that would literally serve no purpose. But then, because then there'll be few people who will be owning a lot of domains, and literally, it will be based on their prices that will have to take up those domains. So they decided, if we keep it for free, the problem is going to be that. So what they decided, instead of going on a free model, let's go on a model where we get people to pay every year. So whichever day they are taking that domain, the next year they have to renew it. Or for example, if on the first hand itself I wanted, I don't want it, I know that I'm very serious about this brand or about my personal NFT, my personal domain name. What I would do, I would get that domain for next 50 years. So for example, if I thought that, my brand is going to be a great thing in the next 50 years, let me buy that domain outright for 50 years, so that, for the next 50 years, there's no competition in my field. I could do that as well. So this, what this creates is, it creates for certain few people who are very serious about getting those domains and who are ready to pay that much of amount, will get that particular thing for a longer period of time. This way we make sure that, the account, or everybody gets a chance to have an ENS domain, and that they can totally get the true value of it, than just being there for flipping it, or not allowing others to be able to use something like that. So that's how they came on this model of, deciding per year thing, that where every year somebody comes and renews. So for example, even if somebody was, having 40 domains, I personally know people who have bought 40 domains. They have bought domains like, Akshay.eth, Vishal.eth, Kunal.eth. They are like, these are the most common names. Think of all common names. You guys can tell me of all common names in India. I think Pooja, Neha, Aarti. These are some very common names that are there in crypto. So he literally bought these domain names for at least a year, thinking that, if at all there is any Kajal, if at all there is any Pooja, Neha, Kunal, Vishal, who's wanting to buy an each domain, he would have to buy from this person. And that's why he booked those domains himself. But after 1 year, what happens? He would see that, okay, it's been a year already. I have 40 domains with me and nobody literally bought it from me. Should I actually go on and pay another year of, the gas fees of renewing these domains? That's when probably he'll understand, okay, I don't need 40 pi. It's okay if I have these four. These four are the most important to me. And probably that way we will actually, not let him have so many domain names to himself. So that was one of the things that ENS people thought, and it has been in a good way. But there are certain services like unstoppable domains, which we will talk about tomorrow. They came up with something like, like once you have this domain name with you, this is for yours. This is yours for the rest of your life. You literally can have it until you want to sell it to anybody else. So that is another type of service that we'll discuss tomorrow. But today we're discussing ENS. So in simple words, if I have to explain what ENS is basically like, the Ethereum public address is like your bank account address, which is full of numbers, which can be confusing, which there is a chance of mistake. And ENS service or the ENS domains are like the UPI addresses. So instead of saying my SBI account number is 20188608 blah 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 blah, I can as well say that my SBI account address is yashikakhate.oksbi, right? So that makes it easy, human understandable, and much more readable. Same way, if you have to consider in Web3, instead of putting a 42-digit hexadecimal number of 0x blah blah blah, I can have it yashikakhate.eth, and that makes it more human readable. So that is one point of owning ETH domain. So this was the answer to Kiran's question. This is one good example, right? Now imagine if I can attach other wallet addresses also to the same ETH, which means that it's not just the Ether address, but I can as well attach my Bitcoin address, my other coins that I hold, other valuable coins that I hold. Probably if you're doing if you're using Bitcoin Lightning services in day to day, like the El Salvador people are using Bitcoin Lightning services, right? So if they can also, get the .eth domain to address their Bitcoin address, and then you can even address your Solana or whatever coins. We'll see what are the coins that are supported in the wallet. So we can do that. In fact, they have this place where you can as well attach your Telegram link. You can attach your Discord ID. So if anybody was, later they're coming up with features where using that yashikakhate.eth itself, you could link to my socials also. You could also link to my addresses, and you could also link to my website. Now to explain this, how it becomes is, say for example, right now, if I say for example, Creator created this website, right? Creator.club. So in order for them to create this website, what all did they require? They required three things. One was a hosting domain where they had to go to GoDaddy and search if this particular name was available as a website or not, first of all. Second, they would require all the services to make this website, right? They would require WordPress, blah blah blah, whatever services you require, and then you require a storage space, and then that would tell you, how much server space you get, how many things you can actually store on the internet, how many things you can store on your website, those particular things. And the third thing would be the payment form, where, if anybody is using your website for doing some payment, you want some payment gateway on it, you use another type of services. So in reality, in the Web 2 world today, we have these three services, these three different domains, and a plethora of platforms that can help us with these services, right? So for example, if today I wanted to create a website, yashikakhate.com, I literally have to go to each of these domains and use different services. But in the Web3 world, ENS domain is trying to do all of these things in one place. What does that mean? yashikakhate.eth will not only serve as my Ethereum address, but it can also serve as my website. Now you'll ask, how can it serve as a website? So there's a complete, a technical thing to this, which I can give you the link if somebody is interested in making your website and linking it to your ETH address. You can do that as well, and you can do that at this moment also. I can send you the link. I'll do this in the chat. I'll when we talk, as when we reach that topic, I'll drop you that link. Now what that link says, say for example, in the ENS domain, if you wanted your entire website to be connected to your ETH domain, I can create that website as a dApp. Now what is a dApp? A dApp is a decentralized app that you create that are usually Web3 natives, right? Now how do you see that a website is Web3 native or Web2 native? Say for example, I connect to a website. If I go to Spotify, and if I want to log in Spotify, it will tell me either give sign up as a new user, or I have options to sign in through Google, sign in through Facebook, sign in through Apple, For example, whatever services I have, I can use those and I can sign in using my Google or using my Facebook, and I can use Spotify, Ghana, whatever, right? Same ways, if I go on websites like OpenSea, which are Web3 native websites, what would it ask me? Would it ask me to connect through my Google? Would it ask me to sign up? No. There, the only thing is connect your wallet, and those are Web3 native websites. So when we talk about decentralized apps, they are not basically stored on a centralized server, but they are made in such a way that the whatever that website has to reflect is stored in a decentralized manner, which means that it is stored on millions of servers altogether and not just one place. And there are certain things like IPFS, which is interplanetary file storage system. There's another thing called RV. So these are particular concepts or systems which has this decentralized storage option possibilities. So what these do, so if you were to convert your entire website into a DApp, and you get that connected on you get that hosted on an IPFS, and then that IPFS gets linked to your ETH domain. That's how, but in order to open that website, I would need crypto native wallets or browsers. Like, say for example, if I how many of you here know about Brave browser? Anybody here who does not know about Brave browser, or anybody wants me to talk about Brave browser, just let me know in the comments. Or if you know about Brave browser, what do you think Brave browser is? Let me know in the comments right here. I'm waiting for you guys. Until then, I just check the question. Harivansh is like, everybody knows about Brave browser, right? Yes. So everyone who's interested in crypto is always using Brave browser. I mean, I'm a big fan of Brave browser, and I've been using from years now. So now what Brave browser does is, basically Brave browser is connected to your own wallet, where whenever you go and visit Brave browser, any website that it looks similarly like Google, but it is much more safe and secure in the way that you cannot actually, all these trackers and things get inhibited on that, which means it's very safe. You don't see unwanted ads on that, which is very cool about it. Plus, the more you spend time on Brave browser, the more you are awarded and rewarded in its own currency, which is BAT, right? BAT, which is the basic attention token, which is one of the form of cryptos, and they award you with BAT. So now those browsers are crypto native browsers, where you already have your wallet connected, and when you go on those particular, like Brave browser, or you go on Opera, or you go on your MetaMask browser, you can literally type yashikakhate.eth or yashikakhate.eth.link, and if you have a website which you have mentioned that this should be the IPFS website that should open in your ETH domain, if you have mentioned that, then particularly as like a website opens, your particular website would open too. Which means, this is how, I think this was one of the question which somebody asked me in my last classes also, like how this works as a website, and this is the answer to that. So if you have a website connected, which is a decentralized website, of course, if you have a decentralized website made and connected to your ENS domain, then your ENS domain could as well work as a website. Another beautiful thing about that, we know DNS, right? So DNS are our normal websites like facebook.com, google.com, create a club, all these are DNS. So even certain DNS extensions can be imported into ENS, which means if you already have a .com website, if you have a .xyz website, if you have there are certain websites, I can take you through the website, and that time we'll discuss. If you have those websites and you want them to import on ENS, you can as well do that. They'll get the functionality of ENS, they'll work with the ENS domains, still remaining as your .com, .xyz websites. Isn't that cool? So these are the benefits of having a DNS domain, ENS domain, which can integrate with your DNS, which can work as a sandbox thing to your wallet, which can serve as an address to other coins as well, other coins that you have in your wallet. As well, it can work as a payment integration. So for example, on your own website, if somebody had to send you payment, so for example, if I had my course hosted on my domain, and I said that in order to enroll for this course, you have to send me ether. And how would you send me ether? On the to address, just type yashikakhate.eth and you will be able to send me the ether, and that's how you'll get enrolled. So basically, instead of going for 3 different services in a web2 world, I can have that entire services in just one single domain. And that's what ENS domain is, in the very simplest possible way that I could explain you what ENS means. Okay. So Paul says, Kiran, I hope I gave you your answers. Paul says similar to DNS where we use an ID, exactly DNS, but with um, uh, the Web3 usage, being decentralized, being immutable, being on the blockchain where it exists on the blockchain and you're an owner where you can do that. And towards the end of this class, remember guys, this is the most juiciest part. I'll take you to a website where you can see what are the main ENS domains that are on sale. If there are certain ENS domains that you're wanting to buy and you feel like you can make money off it, if you want to flip ENS, like flipping NFTs and make money out of it, I will show you that particular website where you can find things like that. So stay till the end. We're going to discover that and it's going to be very interesting, I promise. Cool. So do values of .eth increase? Exactly, Harivansh. It increases depending on what sort of ETH domain you have. So for example, if I had something like I am Satoshi.eth, and say for example tomorrow Satoshi came up and he was like, no, I want a name which is I am Satoshi, and if you had that particular domain, probably he would be interested to buy that domain from you. So that makes it interesting. But that is only when you have generalized things, right? Say for example, oh, there is one interesting thing as well. So the lesser number of the lesser is, I mean, the lesser alphabets, or I would say, how do I say this? So if it's a 3-lettered domain, the price is different. If it's a 4-lettered domain, the price is different. If it's a 5+ lettered domain, the price is different. And why is that so? Because the shorter your domain name is, the more interesting it becomes for people to remember it, right? It becomes more easier. So if I say abc.eth, that's more easier to remember than yashikakhated.eth. So the 3-lettered the 3-lettered ENS domains are more pricey. The 4 letters are little less pricey, and 5+ are normal priced, right? So this is one difference. And why that makes a difference, when that actually got announced in March of this year, what they did, people were trying to book number based domains. Say for example, somebody bought 4000.eth. Now why 4000.eth? So they said that they own a board ape which is of number 4000, and it would become their identity. So like board ape is like a 10,000 project, a 10,000 pfp nft project, and then you have other nft project like azuki and all these. So all these have their token IDs. So board ape number 1, 2, 3, 4 up till 10,000. So if somebody was a board ape owner of say 6969, and they wanted this to be in their ETH address, and they want 6969.eth. So those things have also gone for crazy numbers, and this is how people are actually flipping in NFTs. They are buying the 3-lettered and 4-lettered domains and actually flipping them also, and they have been a great market in the NFT world as well. Okay, Amit says common names like book.eth, ola.eth. Of course, Amit. In fact, in the last, towards the end of this class, when we will check that place, the website which I told where we can find all these, we can literally go and see if anybody is actually owning that particular ETH address, and if they are owning, when is their due, when is it expiring, or if they are ready to sell it out to us, for what price we can bid it for, or probably we can check if there is an availability, and if nobody has booked it, we can as well book it in our own names. That is something which we can do. So that is the link, that is the website that I'm going to share towards the end, so stay tuned. Okay, so I think the next thing was Paul, hypothetical scenario, I'm not renewing. So in future, if anyone send the NFT or crypto, the actual owner receives it. Say for example, Paul, you got your ETH address for 1 year, okay? And after 1 year, you did not renew it. So now the controller, or there are certain terms to it, right? So when you are saying that say for example, when I bought yashikakhated.eth, I actually assigned my public address to that particular name, to that particular NFT, right? So I have linked my name and my public Ethereum address. When after 1 year, so I have taken for 5 years. After 5 years, if I'm not renewing, this name is not going to be linked to this address anymore. Which means that at that moment, if you're sending NFT or crypto to this particular address, my thing will not even get appeared. Say right now, if you were to go on MetaMask and type in your, if you were to go on MetaMask and say send, okay, click on send in the Ethereum thing, go and click send, and there you just type yashikakhate.eth. It will automatically say okay, verified, and then it will let you put your amount, and next page you can go and send. But after 5 years, if you go there and type yashikakhate.eth, it will tell you invalid address and you cannot send it. So probably the transfer will not happen at all. So it will not be attached to your name anymore. That's the answer, Paul. Yes, even ENS native token is very promising. Very rightly said, Amit. In fact, that was one of the main reasons why I got interested into ENS in the first place. So in last year, they launched something like, for whoever bought ENS domains before that particular period, they screenshotted all the domain people, all the holders, and they rewarded them with ENS tokens depending on for how long they bought it for. So one of my friend bought ENS domain for 50 years, 50, for 50 years, and he got rewarded with, I think, some ENS tokens that was worth about 2 or 3 ether at that time, when ether was, good priced at about $4,000. At that time, he got good amount of free money. So a lot of people I know, one of my friend who has his own NFT project named Noctoheads, they actually had so many ENS domains in their project's name that when they went to actually cash out and swap that particular ENS into ETH, they got 4 ether equivalent, and that 4 ether completely for free, for trusting in something, because they believed in that technology and they trusted, and that's why they got rewarded for it. And that's how airdrops are done in the world of Web3, and that's how you're rewarded. So yeah, that's the beautiful thing. Cool. Next, of course, am I that old? Cool. Oh, so Prem says, am I that old? I think this is with reference to the Brave browser. So Prem, if you're not using Brave browser, just start using it everywhere, on your laptop, on your mobile phone. Brave browser is one of the best decisions you can ever take. It's one of the best, certainly. Okay, Vishishta says, what if I get one for my name though? That's completely your choice, Vishishta, because say for example, I took yashikakhate.eth. Why did I take that? Because probably I'm seeing in the future I'll build a website of my own, and I want that to be on my name, and I want everything where I associate myself, I want to use it as a on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and I want to put it through my name. I would literally do that. So there's no wrong in using it with your own name, because that creates a personal brand for you, and that's absolutely all right. Yeah. So like I have it from my name. Definitely, you can also have Vishishta.eth. Stream getting closed again and again. Some issue with app. Oh, really? Creator team, if you're here, Rahil or Vignesh, if you guys are here, just see this. I hope it's not a problem for everyone else. Are others apart from Amit able to hear me properly, or there's a problem? Please let me know in the comment. Okay, Vishishta says, how can I make use of owning one with my own name domain? Yes, exactly, Vishishta. So now I'm going to take you through the practical buying of the ETH domain. So that's where you can put the name and we can check. Probably I can check it for you. So just drop in your exact name with .eth. I'll copy that from the comment and I'll go and check if Vishishta.eth is available. So what is the domain that you're trying to buy, Vishishta? Just mention that domain with .eth and I'll try to find out on the ENS domain if that's available. Let's do it. Cool. So, guys, are we ready? Are we ready to buy ENS domains? I hope everyone here has MetaMask already and you guys can see the steps right now. And this stream is always going to be there on the creator platform. If it is not there, even don't worry. You can find it on my YouTube and on my Facebook. That's where I restream it. So, see the steps for now. If you have any doubts, ask me. You can always refer the stream again from my YouTube and from my Facebook and go through and buy your own ENS domains yourself. Okay, Rahil says, hey Amit, I'm not sure why that's happening for you. Try closing the tab and starting again. Oh, so Amit and Kajal both are facing the same issue and Rahil is saying there isn't. Probably Amit, you can try redoing it as Rahil is saying. Probably I think that's because Rahil is not facing an issue. Okay, I hope it works. Cool. See you guys. And okay, now we are going to buy ENS domain. Vishishta, if you're here, I'm waiting for you to drop your personal ID that you want. Drop me the ENS domain that you wish to buy, and we will just check it out right away. Okay, so for doing that, what do you need to do? You will go on ens.domains. Remember, always this website, we don't have to go on Google and search this website and then enter it. We always have to have it in a way that we can refer it anytime we want. So please don't go on Google for this. Type on the search bar your own self, ens.domains. Click, and that is where the website will open. All the things that I told you, there are 3 simple steps to do it. You have to search if your name, what name you want to book on, and you have to see if that name is available or not. It would come up here. If it is not available, it will ask you for how many years you want, and then you can register yourself. And whatever you want to manage, the registrant, controller, expiration date, everything can be managed from the rest of the thing. Now, what ENS domain is, it basically no more sandbox names. It gives you a human readable form of your own Ethereum address and several other wallet addresses. There are right now 1.12 million names with ENS domains, so many integrations and so many owners of that. Amazing. Uh, these many coins. So if I had Ethereum, I had Bitcoin, or these NFTs or Dogecoin, I can all have that under the same domain as well. Decentralized website, if I want to, like I said, integrate this thing should become my website in itself, then it can work like that as well. So you just need to click on learn more, and this is the entire tutorial on a Medium link which can be written. So I'm dropping it here for everyone in case you guys wanted to create your own website using ENS. This is a technical sort of article which is written, which is very helpful and will take you through all the steps. And if I already have websites like yashikakhater.com, yashikakhater.org, yashikakhater.io, yashikakhater.app.xyz.art, these websites can as well be imported in my ENS domain. So which means that these are the usual DNS websites that we have in the Web2 world. If we wanted to convert them and import them on ENS and make them Web3 native, we could do that as well by just importing those DNS into ENS. And how you can do that? You just click here, learn more, you get a entire Medium link to do that, and that's how you do it. All these wallets, say for example, if I had a Coinbase wallet, I had a Trust wallet, because I mostly use Trust wallet, so this is the best for me, it works. And there are about 20 other wallets, I think. All these wallets, if you have, and if in all these wallets, if you just went and type yashikakhater.eth as the to address, it would automatically recognize my address and it would have no problem. So even if you had Token Pocket, you had Unstoppable Wallet, you had MetaMask extension or MetaMask Mobile or a Coinbase wallet or a Trust wallet, Coinbase wallet extension in your Chrome or Trust wallet, it would work in all the ways. Which means that I just have to go there, even in the Brave browser wallet. If I just go there and type yashikakhater.eth, my address will come up as such. Right? So this is one more thing that it can do. And these are the browsers it works on, and that's where your website can also work. Yeah, so this is the website, this is how it looks. Now when we want to buy our own ENS domain, we click on ens.domains, we go to that website, and then we click on go to app. Click on go to app, and it will open up this particular place where we want to search. First, what we want to do is we want to connect our wallet. Right now my wallet is connected, so I'm disconnecting it. So as soon as I open this page would look like this, and I have to go on main network, and here I need to click on connect. So how can I connect? If for example I was using through Trust wallet, I can click on wallet connect, and it gives me this QR code. I just have to open Trust wallet on my mobile phone and scan this QR code from my account. Automatically my account would get opened here. If that's not what I want to do, because I'm on Google Chrome, I can open on MetaMask, and automatically my MetaMask would open up. Okay, so my MetaMask is already connected to this, so automatically it has come. Initially, you were seeing there was this address written 5CA6, which was the ending of my address, but automatically it got converted to yashikakhate.eth because that is how my address is recognized now. My address is no more just the number, it is recognized as yashikakhate.eth because I have paid for it as an ENS domain. Right, so in the comments, I think Vishishta mentioned what she wants, vishishta.eth, so I'm just going to copy this. Okay, Vishishta, let's see what we have here. Control V, vishishta.eth, and let's search if this domain name is available or not. I am hoping it should be available. Cool, looks like it's available. Awesome. But right now, if I took this domain, it would overtake my yashikakhate.eth because that is the particular wallet I'm connected to, right? So definitely I wouldn't want to go ahead with this transaction, but this is just for the sake of showing you people that how this has to be bought. So definitely if vishishta.eth, if Vishishta does it on her own MetaMask, she will sandbox whatever wallet she has connected here. That particular wallet will get the name of vishishta.eth. Okay, so right now my wallet has yashikakhate.eth, so the transaction would go through, of course, but depending on what Ethereum address I give to it depends on that. Now you see here I can decide for how long do I want this. Do I want for 1 year? So for the 1 year the registration price is 0.004. Now I told you that there are different prices for the number of letters. Definitely vishishta.eth is more than 5 letters, so that's why the price is 0.004. If I had to, if I had probably changed this, I think I have to go back for that. Say probably I said ABC. I think ABC would not be available, but let's see. Oh, so somebody has already taken ABC and it is valid until 2024 October. So it's not available to us, no problem. If I wanted to check who is .abc.eth, so this particular address is basically abc.eth. And this is when he registered. He registered in 2017, so long ago, and he's gonna have it. I mean, he renewed it for 7 years. So that's how he is, and he also has his Twitter attached, which means if I just click this, I would know that who this person is exactly. He also has his avatar. If I click that, I would know who this person is, and that's probably the way for me to get connected to this person if I ever wanted to. Give me some hard 3-letter thing, no? What would be something? 111. I don't know. I don't think this is hard enough. Give me some idea, guys. This is also unavailable as expected. Uh, 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 try. Wow, somebody has even taken that. What? How? Wow, even this is taken. Think of something, guys. Can you think of something? I'm waiting for you guys to tell me something. I'm sure this also must be taken. Yeah, everything is taken. Okay, I'm putting some random number. Wow, even this is taken. There's nothing basically that these guys have left. So basically, what I wanted to tell was if I do a 3-letter name, it would be quite costly. If I do a 4-letter name, it would be even more costly. If I was doing something like I'm just typing some random thing, okay, just to make sure that I get that thing. Okay, so see this is a 4-letter thing and it is available. If I just click on that, you see the price would change. The price is 141. Why? Because I told you it's a 4-lettered thing. 4-lettered thing are priced differently than the 3-lettered and 5+ lettered things. So if I had Vishishta.eth, the price was very nominal. It was 0.004. But because this is a 4-lettered thing, the prices are different, which is 141. And the same thing, if I do it for a 3-letter, it's going to be even more costly. Why it becomes more costly? Because less number of words, less number of letters, the more easier it is to remember, and that's why more valuable they are. Okay, but okay, we were checking for buying. Of course, we were checking to buy Vishishta.eth. That was our goal. So we go in. So this would be the steps that Vishishta should be doing. She has to see this is available right now. Cool. If you want to do it for 1 year, that's the basic. You cannot go below 1 year. That's the minimum. If you wanted to increase the price, 0.004 keeps getting added. The advantage of increasing the number of years here is that I'll have to pay the gas price only once. But if I was doing only 1 year, then the next year I have to pay the renewal cost plus the gas fees. Again, next year, renewal cost, registration cost plus the gas fees, which means that I'm going to incur gas fees every year. But if I didn't want to do that, if I wanted to, because when I bought my domain, I felt, that for this particular thing to evolve and become very mainstream, it is going to take at least 5 years. So, that was my reason and logic behind taking this for 5 years. And I took it for 5 years, and that was the amount I paid. But then definitely the gas was very high at that time. I ended up paying around $400 in total to get my entire ETH address registered. Right now it is just $44, $47, and that's definitely because the ETH price is much more lower at this time. Okay, so what happens? This is the thing. Now what will happen? There are going to be two fees that we will pay here, and the cost to buy the ETH domain is the registration price is very minimal. That's only 0.022 ETH, but the gas price is what takes away all of the transaction actually. So last year also when I bought for 5 years, it was actually the gas price that was say if I paid, say for example, $400 in total, probably I ended up paying like 0.02 each, which was around say $100. That was just the price of that. But the rest, $300 $400 was just my gas price, because the gas price that I incur is not once twice, but there are several number of transactions that will be needed in order to make this go on the blockchain. Now remember, on OpenSea when we were uploading our NFT, it was for free, and here it is not. Why? Because this transaction is directly happening on the blockchain, and it is reserving your domain name on the blockchain. And that's why when you're doing something with the blockchain, always gas prices are involved. But in the case of OpenSea, when I was creating an NFT, it wouldn't go on the blockchain until and unless someone bought it. And that's why that was for free, and this cannot be for free. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. So now what will happen? We have set this for 5 years, depending on how much Vishishta wants it for. And after this, when I press request to register, it is going to give me a cost, which is going to be the 0.022 plus the gas fees, whatever it is. Say right now it is saying 70 Gwei. Probably if the block price has changed, the Gwei price has changed, the price might go up or down depending on what the congestion is in the traffic. So the first cost I will incur is this, and then it is going to wait for 1 minute. Why it waits for a minute is because it wants to check that nobody else in the same process is trying to bid for the same uh, domain. So for example, if there was any other Vishishta at any other part of the earth, and she also is thinking of buying ENS domain right now, so it is going for the next 1 minute check if there is any other person in the world who's trying to buy Vishishta.eth, and if there is no person who's trying to buy, it will open another sign up transaction cost for me, and that is going to be my second transaction. That will require some gas price only, and when I click and when I pay that gas price of few dollars, what will happen is I will finally be able to own this domain name. So what you need to understand is, when you click on request to register, you will be paying twice. You will be paying the fees twice, and only after you agree on paying both the times is when you will have the ETH name on sandboxed on your name, okay, on your address. So if I click on request to register, it will open up a transaction in my MetaMask, and you see that right now network is busy, so gas prices are high and estimates are less accurate, which means it's saying only $3. Wow, that is amazing. I mean, this is the least I have ever seen the gas price to be. So right now the signing transaction, it is only taking $3. After I confirm this, for the next 1 minute it is going to check, and if there is no nobody else who's trying for the same name, I'm going to get that 0.022 plus whatever gas price they had. So they were saying about $47, right? So that $47 is going to appear as the next transaction, and when I go okay with both, probably in $50 to $55, I will have Vishishta.eth registered on my particular address. If I wanted to change these gas fees, you know that you can click on that. You could go on that, and yeah, so it's not allowing me to change at the moment. Okay, if I click on advance, probably, yeah. So this is where priority fee, if I wanted to change, if I say okay, I'm not in an urgency and I'm okay with one, and if it is 79, okay, it says current, it is 57. So what should I do? I can go around say 62, and if I click save, so okay, still it says $3 is all that it will take me, which means that it really did not change anything. Aggressive is 0.004 and lowest is 0.002, where the max base fees was 58. Okay, if I want to change this, I click on this. 58 is the current, so let me go around 52 probably. C check. Okay, so from $3 it went to $2.7. So I technically saved 30 cents. And if I click on confirm, this particular transaction will happen, and after that it will wait for a minute, and then the actual registration cost, which was $47, would come up along with the gas price, whatever it is. And based on that, if I click on that as well, in these two steps, I'll have my domain registered on my name. Cool. I'm rejecting this right now because definitely I don't want to take away this chance of Vishishta owning this particular thing, and I don't want to own this. So that will be the process of how this will happen, and I'll have an ETH registered on my name. Right now, if I want to show you how it looks after you have your ETH registered, this is how it looks. So this is my address actually, and who's the registrant? Registrant is the person who's actually who's the charge of registering this particular address. So the charge is obviously taken by me, so it's my own address that goes as registrant. And who's the controller? Say for example, if I wanted to assign somebody else, say for example, if I was Gary Vee, and I do not have the time to be changing these stuff, but I want to give some little permission to somebody else in order to change my records, I can actually put their address here, and they will have the authority to change or add some addresses to this, which would be, what would the address be? So you just click on this and you see, yeah, registrant. Right now registrant is also me, controller is also me, because I have not given that control to anybody else. Expiration date, because I bought it for 5 years, it is until 6th December now. And this is the address. So right now this is sandbox to my ether name, right? So this is the ETH address. If I want to add, I can add the BTC address. For doing that, what should I do? I should click on add edit record. I go and click on addresses, and here I can click all these coins that I want to add, like, which is AVAX, which is Bitcoin Cash, BNB, Binance Smart Chain, Bitcoin, BTM, BTS, Dash Coin, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Algorand, ETH, ETN, HBAR, HNT, which is Helium. All these coins, even Kusama, Luna, let's not talk about Luna, Matic, Qtum, and Solana, TRX Tron. Remember, all these additions are going to cost you money, are going to cost you just the gas fees, which means, because whenever you're adding something to this, say for example, right now I'm going to add my Bitcoin address, my Litecoin address, my Dogecoin address, my other coin address. So for example, if I was adding Matic to this, okay, so I'll click on Matic and I'll put here my Matic address, which is of course my Ethereum address because it is a L2 solution of Ether. I can click on the same thing and I click on save. It will add all these here. Content is where, if I want to add a particular website where this should lead to. So when I said that, you can use yashikakhade.eth as a website on its own. So whatever the IPFS address that you get to put here of your decentralized version of your website, you put that here as a content, and that's how it will open up your website. I wanted to add my email, my website URL, my avatar. If I wanted to add some description to myself, some keyword, my Discord address, my GitHub address, my Reddit address, my Twitter address, my Telegram group address, or anything that I want to do, I add all that here, and once I click on confirm, this is when it will tell you that this action is going to modify the state of the blockchain, because in the blockchain right now the existing data for this particular domain is only this much. If I'm adding 10 more datas to this, even if I add one line or if I add 10 more datas, the cost is always going to be incurred in the on the blockchain, and I'll pay. Right now I have to pay around $3 to get that done, but I'm not that keen. In case if you were, you could add everything, and once you click on that transaction and the transaction goes through with $3, all of that details will get added to mine. Now what would happen if anybody had to send me Polygon, if they had to send me Bitcoin, they had to send me Litecoin, Dogecoin, or any other coin that I wanted, if they would just go on any of those 20 wallets that I showed you already, if they go on that and type, say for example somebody wanted to send me Bitcoin, they go there and type yashikakade.eth, it would automatically get the address which I would have given here in the Bitcoin, and that particular address would come up there. So even though it just says .eth, it does not mean it's only the Ether address that can get connected. All the other, these coins that we have spoken about, all these can also get added, right? So that is what you do next, and that's how you get your name with you. And this is what you can do. You can set your primary ENS name record. You can set other records, which is like other cryptos, profile information, avatar, Twitter handle. I told you all that. And if you wanted to connect to a decentralized website, you have to connect a content hash, and that content hash goes on content, which is this place. When you set that, you can put a website here. I hope it is clear. And now it is time to show you what is that website where we can see, what are the domains available, which can give us an idea if you want to flip something or not. We can get that done. Okay, cool. But wait, let me see here. Vignesh says Cyclone 3, Port Taxi, Bangalore. Oh, so you guys were giving me idea. Oh, cool. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Okay, let me try. I mean, these are interesting ones. Oh, 143. Interesting, Amit. And 143 means what? I love you, I miss you, I kill you. What? 143.com was sold in very high price few years back. Yes, you see how the DNS it works. There have been so many examples of. I don't know which website it was, but some giant, I think Amazon or Google, probably so these guys also on the DNS, they have to renew their websites, right? So one particular point, probably someone in their team forgot to renew the website, and 1 hour or something was gone, and somebody got that chance and actually took that domain name with them. So actually Google had to pay them in hefty numbers to get their domain name back, because it was a matter of international repute, and that's how somebody made millions out of it. That happens in DNS as well, and that happens in ENS as well. Okay, cool. So we will definitely check these addresses out. Vishishta, wait, I wanted to buy it FR means what? Vishishta, wait, I wanted to buy it FR, so will it be more expensive for me? Let me know what exactly do you mean. Preetham, it doesn't show MetaMask wallet as an option on the domain. Preetham, make sure that you are going on Google Chrome, where you have your MetaMask as a thing, as a add-on extension, and that's when you go on the ens.domains website. It will definitely show you MetaMask as an option, because MetaMask is something which is widely accepted in the Web3 domains, so it should work. Vishishta, can you clarify again what exactly you meant here? I didn't understand what that meant. Cool. Until then, I'll check these cool examples that people have given. Somebody, Vignesh has written Cyclone 3. Okay, so I just click on share screen and I'll copy that. Let me check. Okay, I have to search here. Cyclone 3. I think this should be available, because this looks like yeah, it is available. So Vignesh, if you wanted to buy this, it's available. It's there for sale. And I think you said 143.eth. I'm sure it should not be available. Yeah, you see it's unavailable until 3 September, which means, okay, if you're interested, Amit, probably on 4th of September this domain name can be yours, and you can make money out of it. If that's a potential, I mean, that's a potential uh, possibility of that name to go for a very huge amount, of course. And somebody told Bangalore, although the name is Bengaluru now, but I'll even then type Bangalore and see if that's available. Ah, it's not available until 2025. I'm sorry, guys. What was the next thing? 143. Okay, pod taxi. I think this pod taxi looks like some startup name. Oh, that's available too. So, Amit, pod taxi 143 would be available in a while, and pod taxi is available. And Bangalore is not available, and Cyclone 3 is available, Vignesh. So, you guys can definitely check it out. Cool. So Vishishta says, now that you searched for it and placed a bid, will it be expensive for me to buy? No, 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 no. Vishishta, so the bid system was existing before. It does not exist now. So right now there's a upfront charge for it. So if I buy Vishishta.eth or you buy it or anybody else in the world wants to buy, the price is always going to be 0.004 ETH for a year. Depending on for how many years you take it, it will the charges will be 0.004 into that many years, right? So that's how it is exactly every time. So there's no bid system. So you can be rest assured that even if I've searched for it, your transaction will always remain the same value. So for about $50, you can get this name registered and you can have your ETH address registered to this. Does that sound exciting? Cool. So now what I promised you, I'll take you to that website. Are you guys excited to go to that website where we can see what are the domain names available and probably get rich? If somebody's even in the bear market looking for flipping NFTs, probably that could be the way to do it. So let's go. And the website is ens.tools. It would take me to a Google link, I'm hoping, because I think I'm missing one point here. Yeah, okay, it did open. So just type on your Google Chrome ens.tools. It will automatically open up ens.tools bar domains. So you see, these are the websites that have been brought right now. You can see when they were got. So 10 minutes ago, these website domains were created. So based on the number, I mean, from now till back, if you go that in that chronological order, so these are the websites that people have bought right now. These are the ENS domains. So somebody bought penantrans.eth, ERC 544, 543, Cryptomatrix 2, Zentropa, Urban Piper. Achha, there was one thing very fishy, I saw one domain which was Gucci, and I was like, I'm sure Gucci cannot be available for sale. Okay, so if I want to see if there are domains expiring very soon, say like we just chanced upon 143, right? 143 could be a very good buy. But if I want to look for, there are certain domains that are expiring. Oh, see, this is FLR. So FLR.eth is expiring in the next 1 hour. So if anybody wanted to buy that, because that's a 3-letter word, and if FLR meant something to someone, probably they would, want to buy it from you. Maintain.eth, Griffy.eth, Finish Line, Digital Mine, Crypto Chew, wow. Ivy Wise, Red, Cracking Art, Claypool. I'll be more interested in the 3-letter and 4-letter, like Wen.eth, but this doesn't look exciting though. Fuse.eth, if anybody had something related to that. NGC, FBG. So CNPC, but it's not CNBC. It was CNBC, I would have bought it for sure. So you can also see for how long, in how long they're going to expire. What is their length? Is it letters only or it has numbers also? So for example, if this was number and letter, it would be written as letter, right? And when it was created, everything is there. If I wanted to check, the entire history of this particular thing, I just click on that. It will take me to the transaction. It will tell me this was the register. I mean, the name was flr.eth. Who got this? It went to this particular address. So this person 0x blah 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 FB7 5B7 actually holds this particular flr.eth, and it is going to get expired in the next 1 hour. It went from this particular contract address. This was the token that got transferred. And if you wanted to see how it looks like on OpenSea, right? I told you I'll do that. So my wallet is already connected. You've seen. I go on my profile. Oh, I told you right yesterday I got these Pride Rainbow earrings in Decentraland for attending that Pride Marathon, Pride Parade. These came up as NFTs in my OpenSea. Yay! Yeah, so you see this is yashikakate.eth and this is how it is represented. It comes from ENS Ethereum name service. This is an NFT. This is the name. 3 people have already viewed it. Great. And this is the history of it. This is when the transfer happened 6 months ago. What time? If I click, the Ethereum transaction will come up. If I want to check, more Ethereum service names, I can just click on this. I can go on the official webpage of ENS on OpenSea. You see there are 1.3 million items, 1.3 million NFTs here, and these are the things. And the ones which we see on pink are definitely available on sale. So if somebody wanted to buy, they can actually bid on that. Oh, Aishwarya, but this is not Aishwarya, it is Ashwarya. Oh, that's not nice. Cool. So this is how it looks on OpenSea. Okay. Now, if something has already expired and is already waiting, so this thing expired 16 minutes ago and it is available right now. Bitsquad.eth, Pat Mike, Xfarmer, Paybit, DigiPeso, someone living in Philippines, probably this would work. Lots.eth, this is nice. Lots.eth, DNT, OUE, Lisk. Oh my god, so many names here. So if at all you got interested in this, or somebody, this is on a temporary premium, it seems. Let's try buying bitsquad.eth and see how much that's available for. I think the price here said what, 99,000? No, this is more than 99,000. I don't know how much it's 99,100,000. Wow. This is available for 99,100,000 US dollars, and that's not what I want to do. So this is a premium one, you understand? These are premiums which have expired and are available for sale. Okay, if anyone already has an NFT and wants to give away, is okay to give it on for sale. So bits of stock.eth is available. Somebody has bid 199 ether for that. Oh my god. Bearish trend, that could be good. That's available for 0.05 ETH. So these are people who are already owning this, and this is the sort of bid that is running. They would expire in these many years. What is the length of theirs? Do they have numbers? Do they have letters? And how are they created? Now you see there is something extra which is like, does it have a Unicode? So you see this is 0049 and then there's a flag. Now imagine how difficult it would be for anyone to, if they wanted to send this address something, how would they get this flag from? So, that is a red flag. We do not want to buy something which has stuffs like this, which cannot be literally easily typable on your phone, right? I think this is where I found Gucci. Not sure though. You see these letters, they look like letters, but they are not letters actually. They are some Unicode scripts, which not everyone would have. So we have to be very sure before buying that whatever we are buying. So you see Pornhub.eth. This is interesting. Now this Pornhub.eth is not actual letters Pornhub. This is a Unicode language, which meant that if you would type normal letters Pornhub.eth, this address will not be identified. Even Gucci.eth. These are all in Unicode, which means that these websites will not help you the way they should be. So if you would take this thinking that you have taken one of the most sought after domain names, you're actually wrong. So that won't work. And what is available, it shows you what is available. Oh wow, see, interesting. Pay.eth is available. How interesting would that be? 123.eth, 888.eth, all these 3-letter WTF.eth, 1.eth, all these are available for us to find out. And what have people favorited? Okay, I haven't favorited anything, so it's not here over. So this is how you check. Remember this website, ens.tools, and this will give you the entire idea. Hope that helped. Cool. Cool. So, how many of you guys got excited to take an ETH domain of your own? So when I bought an ETH domain, I bought it, when there were rumors that, possibly ENS is going to go for round 2 of airdrops of ENS tokens, and that's where I got interested. That was my primary push, but definitely, of course, after when I researched, what ENS can do, it led me to do even more better things. The next thing I did after doing that was to go on Twitter, verify myself, get my crypto wallet there, which sort of showed that that I'm into Web3 space. Having an ETH domain sort of gives an upper hand in a way that when you are between people who are in Web3, it sort of projects you as a person who knows the shit what they are into and not just noobs. So if you're looking to flaunt it that way, probably ENS domain is a way to go. And you can change it on your Instagram, you can change on your LinkedIn, you can change on your Twitter, and that's how you can do it. Yeah, cool, that makes sense. Hope you guys got value. And tomorrow we're going to talk about unstoppable domains and how unstoppable domains are providing many other domains apart from ENS. They have .wallet, they have .nft, they have many other domains possible, and they are doing some amazing stuff. And why they are amazing and why you should have a ENS, why you should have an unstoppable domain also, is what we will discuss tomorrow. They have done some amazing cool things already. I'll discuss that with you as well. And I participated in one of their contests and I got a $40 voucher, $40 coupon from Unstoppable Domains. So hopefully, probably tomorrow live, I can actually buy an unstoppable domain for myself, because I had reserved that $40 until now. I hope that $40 is still there. If it is there, I'll surely buy an unstoppable domain of yashikakhated.crypto or .wallet in front of you guys tomorrow, and we will check that. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to do some exciting features, some exciting news we know about domain names, and that's what is in store if you want to buy unstoppable domains. Because the best thing about unstoppable domains, you don't have to register them again and again, which means if you have one domain, it's there for you with lifetime. So I think that's going to be a very cool thing to do, to have something on your name for lifetime. And if you're interested in doing that, we'll be doing that tomorrow 6 p.m. same time. Let's connect. Okay, so there are some questions. Fareen says, can you quickly show us how to transfer money from Binance to MetaMask? um, Okay, Fareen, I'll do that. I'll do that in a very quick way. I'll show you. Although there is also one entire live that I have taken. You can go on my YouTube and check that. I explain in detail how you do that, but I'll show you just because you requested. Amit asks, what is the difference between available and for sale? Good question, Amit. So on ENS Tools website, what is available is basically these websites. I mean, these domains are available. Probably somebody took it right now. Nobody is owning it. So if you are eyeing for those domains, you can buy them. And if we talk about for sale, those are the things which people are still owning. So the registration, the expiration has not happened. The expiry date is not there yet, but those people are willing to sell for a premium amount probably. So if you want to bid, and so they are ready to negotiate. If you are interested, if you give them a good offer and if they like your offer, probably you can buy them. So that's the difference between for sale and available. Available is basically the things which are already expired. They're available for anyone to own. And for sale are things which which are due for expiration, but you can buy them. Yeah, so that's the difference. And you can buy them through ETH, which is wrapped Ether. And we spoke about that in our OpenSea class. Okay, Fareen, so I'll tell you how to do the transfer. Let me just open Binance. I have to log in. No. That's not my login. Wait. I'll open Binance until that moment. So anybody else has anything to ask, I'll wait for you guys to ask me a question until I log in myself and I can show Fareen how to do that. Anybody else has a question for me? You can ask me here. JK, मेरा फोन ला के देना मुझे, मैं ला के आई हूँ क्या? नहीं, मैं नहीं थी. Yeah, so I am getting my Binance opened. Until then, any question, guys? I hope today's session added value to you. Fareen, just wait a moment. I am getting my Binance opened, and I will log in right away. Until then, any doubts, guys? Any doubts? Feel free to ask me. Any question? And tomorrow we are taking unstoppable domain classes at 6. Okay, don't forget. If you know anybody else who is interested, bring them along. Okay. Authenticating. Yeah. So, Fareen, this is one of my accounts. Okay. Which I'm opening here. Say, for example, I wanted to transfer. So, I'll go on fiat and deposit. Fiat. Fuck, what happened? Just logged in. Some issue. Basically, if you're doing it through your mobile phone, you would go on spot. Sorry, if you're doing it on your mobile phone, Fareen, you would open your Binance app and go to the end, which would show something like, yeah. So on your phone, you would just go to wallets. You would click on wallets, and on the wallets, this would open up. And just click on your spot. It will open up whatever you wanted to. Say, for example, if I want to withdraw Solana, okay. So this is how much Solana I have. I click on withdrawal here, and after withdrawal, it will tell me which at. So there are two options: send via crypto network or send via email, phone ID. Say, for example, if you are a Binance user and I had to transfer you some Solana, if I had to transfer, say, for example, 10 Solana to you. So what I would do, I would just click on send via email, and whatever login ID you use for entering into Binance, right? Like if, for example, you're using email or phone number, I would click here, and through that the transfer would happen, and that transfer would happen very easily without any cost, because I'm doing Binance to Binance transfer. But if I am transferring to my MetaMask wallet per se, say for example, then in that case I have to do send via crypto network. And for that to happen, what will after I click on withdrawal, it will take me to, I have to give the receiver's address. So whatever is your MetaMask address, you will put in up there. So for example, I was withdrawing Ether. You would go on Ether, click withdraw, and click on crypto network, and then in the to address, you would put your MetaMask address. After you put your MetaMask address there, it will give you some options on which blockchain you want the transfer to happen. So if you click on Ethereum ERC blockchain, basically it is going to be Ethereum blockchain on which the transfer will happen. It will charge you depending on what amount you're transferring, and based on that you click on withdraw. You if you have your phone and your email registered, it will give you an OTP on your phone, it will give you an OTP on your email, and it will give you a it will give you an authenticator OTP as well. So if you have Google Authenticator, all these three OTPs you put in there, and your withdrawal will be successful, and you will get that particular amount in your MetaMask within few minutes. That's the way to do it. I mean, that's how verbally I can explain, probably because my account, it's not opening here. I'm very sorry on that, but definitely if you go on my YouTube and check, you will find the link to it, and that's where you can find it. But if you want me to drop the link, I can do that. Fareen, I hope you were able to understand. If there's anything else you have doubt about, you can just drop it here right now, and I hope it was understandable to you. I'm finding out how to buy crypto P2P. Yes. So, okay. So I got it. Fareen, you can click this particular link. This is the YouTube link where I showed crypto P2P how to buy, and towards the end I have also shown how to withdraw. So that will help you. Cool. That makes sense. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I hope this class added value to you, and hope you learned something today. Thank you so much for joining. Eternally grateful for you guys for for coming back again and again and finding it valuable. If there is anything that you want me to talk about, do drop it out here in the comments. Tomorrow is going to be probably the last class I would take. I would take my further classes after a break because I am going out for an event to Raipur, and that's where I'm going to be for the next 10 days. So, Vishishta, I don't mean it's my last class. I mean last class of the week. I'll be back after another week, so I'll come towards the end of the month. So please don't forget me. Uh, as soon as I come back, I'll definitely get back on Crater, and I would want to meet you all. I wouldn't want to go away. So I hope you guys don't forget me in the span of next 10 days. See you again soon on Crater tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow is when we meet last, and there's going to be a Kit Kat break. And after that sweet short break, we'll be back again towards the end of the month. Cool. Thank you so much, Vishishta. Thank you so much for all the love. And definitely, I'm coming back because coming back to Crater and talking to you guys is my addiction. Thank you for being so sweet. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Love you all. Have fun. And if there's anything else you want me to talk about, you can definitely drop down in comments, and we'll definitely make sure that we do some class on that. See you soon, Vishishta. We'll miss you. Bye. Bye, Prem. Thank you. See you. And tomorrow, I'm going to drop a link to a Telegram or a WhatsApp group, preferably, where we all can get connected and stay in touch. Right? I think we'll do that. How many of you are up for it? Just vote WhatsApp or Telegram. What would you want? WhatsApp or Telegram? Let me know. Which one? Amit says great session, especially ENS.tools. Thank you so much, Amit. I'm glad you found value. Thank you. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you for loving the session. Thank you so much. Means so much. Guys, what, WhatsApp or Telegram? What should we start with? What are you guys more comfortable? I want all of you to come in one place so that we all can stay connected for all the time that we are. And I'll keep you updating with whatever is happening in the Web3 world, whatever I get updated, and let's make that a place to connect with all of us as buddies and, be updated about the Web3 world. So WhatsApp or Telegram, what works? Let me know in the comments, and I'll drop a link tomorrow in the class. And I hope to see you all in that group so that we stay connected for the next 10 days, even that I don't come on Crater. And after 10 days, of course, I'm coming back to all of you. Cool. Kumar says Telegram. Okay. What do others vote for? Telegram or WhatsApp? I am hoping to hear from others as well. But think like, when I said bye, they thought that I'm actually going. So they must have left. No problem. So now Kumar has told Telegram. Cool. I'll remember this, and probably tomorrow I'll come back with a Telegram group link, and that's where we'll all stay connected. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Means so much. Like always. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, returning back with more value for all of you. Bye-bye. Take care. Much peace.